Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my guidepost, my signpost, my thought for the day. Today, it's based on a poem I wrote about 14 months ago, and it's called Into the Depths, and I hope it brings some inspiration to you this morning. Resonate where and how you will, but there is an oscillation where the universe is thrilled at the heartbeat of creation. Joy unsurpassed awaits us in the twinkling of an eye. You and I can be there to share the earth and sky. Waves drawn by the moon, with the tide so high, into the depths of solitude there is no need to cry. For all are one, and we belong together for all time, beyond this realm in a place of love, for deep inside we rhyme. Our thinking small, we don't consider the wisdom there to be revealed. So with blinkers on, we walk straight past, our birthright gone, we are unhealed. Open your heart, see past the lies, see into kingdom come, accept the truth of who we are, all is complete, it's already done. Nothing to prove beyond the veil, the glass is no longer dark, all is revealed to those willing to open up their hearts. You need not fret, you can let go of pitiful childish charms. A greater treasure by far is waiting for you with its open arms. So this is a poem which is based on the idea that we all belong together, that in actual fact, this dichotomy, this dualistic nature of up and down and left and right and all that, that is not reality. The reality is that the universe has a heartbeat of its own, and it's called love. And that when we resonate to that heartbeat, that all the other personal preferences start to melt away. Our individuality, which is so important to us because we all bring something different to the world. We all bring something of great worth and great measure to planet Earth while we're here, that isn't actually who we are. The individual is just like an experiment, a game that we're playing, that we've become an actor. We've decided that we're going to play a certain part in the story of mankind. And here we are as an individual, but we've forgotten that we belong together and that there is some joy that's being missed by all of us when we forget, as we chose to forget, that we don't belong together. It's quite a conundrum, but it's saying, the poem is saying, if you're ever at a place of desperation in your thinking, just remember there's that heartbeat of creation that keeps on going regardless of what we say and we do. There is a normalcy, there is a certainty of the outcome, that love wins in the end. The first verse is saying that it's all right to be an individual, to resonate as you feel, you know, to allow your life force to be itself and not to feel that you have to comply with any human rules, but there is a heavenly rule that you mustn't forget. And it's not really a rule, it's just a reminder of who you really are. You are love. And if you forget that you love, and you forget that the people around you are also love, just acting out in a different fashion, then you'll have missed it. It's just a game. It's just something that we're playing out here. This isn't forever. This isn't the forever part of existence. Existence is partially here for 70 years and 10 and a few more for good behavior, if you're lucky. It's just a little blip in eternity, the parenthesis in eternity, from nowhere to now here, back to nowhere. We are surrounded by love. I like the analogy that we're all safely in heaven watching our avatars playing out this game called humanity. And there's some pretty horrendous things if you look at what's happening in terms of there not being anything other than this life, if this is the only life we have, then there's some pretty horrendous things happening. But if you see it as being from a divine perspective, that we are all love, and we're just acting out different parts, and maybe I play the good guy this time, next time I might play the bad guy. That's an interesting thought, isn't it? I know that there was a production of Jesus Christ Superstar where they used to swap roles between Jesus and Judas, and one night the actor that played Jesus last night played Judas tonight. You know, it's just a game, and it feels pretty real if you don't see it in the context of love. In verse 2, it talks about the waves drawn by the moon and the tides so high. The idea that there are outside influences based on what's going on here, that the moon is drawing the tide, and when the moon gets closer to the earth, the tides become larger. When there is more of a when we allow love to be like the moon, affecting our emotions rather than the stuff around us on the earth, when we allow the power of love to draw us in a certain direction, the tides can become really high. And then it means that even if we're feeling really down and forgotten in a place of solitude, there's no need to cry. If we see that there is a need to allow the moon or love to draw the emotions of us into a place of action, so that we can actually be love, personify love, help people through that love that need help. It's just seeing how good overcomes evil. Yeah, because deep inside we do rhyme, and if you only consider that, you know, when you're having a big argument, we've all had them big arguments when I'm right and you're wrong, and this is the reason why I'm right, and you're not taking this into effect. If we just stopped mid-flow, mid-sentence in the argument, and remember that at the deeper level, we all rhyme, we're all the same, and all this petty squabbling is of no real consequence, because love wins in the end. There's this line, see into kingdom come. This kingdom come, Jesus prayed for, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It's basically, let love abound here. Let that kingdom come. Let's see, let's be aware of the fact that that kingdom of love, it already exists. We don't have to want it to come. In our hearts, it's there. What we want it, and I think what Jesus is praying for there is that it comes on the earth, that we stop fighting and disagreeing, and start showing compassion and kindness and love and care to our fellow human beings. There's a verse in the scripture, and it says, we see through a glass darkly. It's in 1 Corinthians 13. We see through a glass darkly, but then we will see face to face. And I think that the way I understood it whilst I was a preacher in the Methodist Church was that the time that we're going to see face to face is beyond this life, that when we die we'll actually be known as we are known, as the 1 Corinthians 13 scripture talks about. But in more recent times I've been of the opinion that we can, if we are self-realized, if we are awake, if we're aware, if we're conscious, we can see the pure reflection of what really is, and we don't have to wait to die to do that. So yeah, if you're willing to open up your heart, you can find that great treasure now. You don't have to wait to die to see that. So I'm going to read my poem again. I hope it's made you think. I hope it's brought inspiration to you. And then I'm going to, after I've read my poem, I'm going to close the broadcast. Into the depths. Resonate where and how you will, but there is an oscillation where the universe is thrilled at the heartbeat of creation. Joy unsurpassed awaits us in the twinkling of an eye. You and I can be there to share the earth and sky. Waves drawn by the moon with the tide so high, into the depths of solitude there is no need to cry, for all are one and we belong together for all time, beyond this realm, in a place of love, for deep inside we rhyme. Our thinking small, we don't consider the wisdom there is to be revealed. So with blinkers on, we walk straight past, our birthright gone, we are unhealed. Open your heart, see past the lies, see into kingdom come. Accept the truth of who we are. All is complete, it's already done. Nothing to prove beyond the veil, the glass is no longer dark. All is revealed to those willing to open up their hearts. You need not fret, you can let go of pitiful childish charms. A greater treasure by far is waiting for you with open arms. Namaste.